Should we trust Wikipedia? The concept of a library is barely remembered in today's world. The average millennial or Gen Z reaches for their phone whenever they need to cross-check something. Hey Siri or OK Google are a much easier option than walking miles to an old library to look through an encyclopedia. However, there is one website that stands out whenever you request information on the internet: Wikipedia. Should we trust it? Larry Sanger, the co-founder of Wikipedia, has openly declared again that no one should trust Wikipedia. The top 5 most searched websites of all time cannot always give people the truth, he insinuates. He believes that there are teams of Democratic Party-leaning editors who remove content they do not like. He says the practice has defeated the website's purpose, which is to reflect views of the establishment. Can you trust it to always give you the truth? Well, it depends on what you think the truth is. He further explained that since Wikipedia only allows for one truth, there is an incentive for wealthy and powerful people to seize control of Wikipedia to increase their power. And they do that. He was speaking to Lockdown TV when he expressed these views. He finally made the point that anyone can make a reliably established point of view on pretty much everything. Jimmy Wales' former partners seem to be unhappy with the way things are going now. He said that millions of people visit Wikipedia every day and that many influential people are getting paid writers to go and change things. Sanger cited Joe Biden's Wikipedia page as an example. He said that everything is written with a Democratic tone. He said that there is nothing that talks about how the Republicans feel about him. That selectiveness, in his opinion, leaves many truths out the door. He argued that there should be at least one paragraph about Biden's Ukraine scandal, but there is very little of that. Very little of that can be found in Wikipedia. What little can be found is extremely biased and reads like a defense counsel's brief. Before 2009, editors debated on ideologies before they agreed on what to put up on the website. Now Sanger says that every article from COVID to Biden is written to portray the Democrats positively. Sanger has parted ways with the website since 2002. He has also claimed that Wikipedia has blacklisted many right-wing news agencies. In the wake of these new allegations, should we treat Sanger as the bitter ex, or do we try to reason with him? Maybe it is a time to revisit Wikipedia and see what their policies are. We will also look at their shortcomings and how they rectify them, and then you can choose to trust it or not for yourself. Wikipedia has some of the best information needed for research purposes. It is an online encyclopedia, and so it is constantly absorbing new information. Philanthropists and evangelists run Wikipedia at the Wikimedia Foundation, a nonprofit organization in San Francisco. The organization runs on donations and grants at their charity drive-ins. Wikimedia believes that its purpose is to bring free knowledge to everyone. So despite common knowledge, Wikipedia is not a giant tech company. The website intends to give neutral information. They also run Wiktionary, Wikibooks, Wikinews, Wikidata, Wikivoyage, Wikispecies, and many free licensed websites that accept contributions from everyone. An essential thing to note is that Wikipedia is not computer-generated. Users and volunteer editors update the website. The website has community-developed guidelines and policies for creating content. That is the measurement for volunteer editors and peer editors. Anyone can edit a Wikipedia page means anyone at all. Though accurate, some dedicated writers and researchers make contributions monthly. Some pranksters and comedians also update information to share around for the hearty feel of it. These pranks are corrected and the necessary updates to reflect the facts are set, but editors may sometimes gloss over it due to the millions of pages they have to handle daily. Then what you will have as a joke then stays there as the most credible verified source of information. That situation is thought ahead by Wikipedia, and they have devised means to ensure that it happens in very moderate scenarios. Wikipedia pages are saved from salvaging such information. So the original article exists if you want to go back to what it was before the vandalism. It is so because, in true nature, Wikipedia cannot be edited. It can only be added on. So if a person's Wikipedia page did not include the high school they went to, you could add that to their information. And if you lied, then that gets taken off. The add-ons are not edits. The website keeps records of all changes to its content so that restoration is more straightforward. The peer editors are encouraged to monitor these things and improve the information on the sites. Suppose one falls out of the cracks. A single prompt by a well-meaning reader can rectify these mistakes. Some editors are set to monitor specific contributors, track problematic tag articles, discuss the merits of these articles, and patrol changes. There may also be times where the spins are applied. Spins are promotional articles. All editors on Wikipedia are not from the same background or the same viewpoint. Everyone has their perceptions, objectives, and biases, and that could be showing in the articles. So if a person is a supporter of one political party, they are more likely to be antagonistic in their delivery of information relating to the other contenders on maybe electoral pages. It might not be wrong, but the wording and tone might be different. That said, many editors are tasked to make sure that those gimmicks are also checked. So it is run by an independent editor, and they can flag the page as having an affiliation to the information or leaning towards marketing. All editors must follow a strict neutral point of view when writing articles. The editors are not allowed to add their views on the subjects they write as well. So if you are writing about the most outstanding performer of all time, whether you are Team Michael Jackson or Team Beyoncé, Wikipedia does not want to hear it. They only need you to provide statistics. I'm sure you might have found many Wikipedia pages that inform you that some of the information provided on the articles are unverified and need citations. That sums up what the website is committed to providing. Articles on Wikipedia are by unpaid volunteers, as we have emphasized, and so their only source of verification is reliable news outlets. The background of the information provider does not matter when they fact-checked. So you could be a seasoned professor in the field or a high school dropout, and once you have the sources of information provided, they will be verified with the same criteria as everyone. Some people have had their information taken down in less than 2 minutes after putting it up because it was unreliable or more promotional than informative. Now, the breakdown is that different people use Wikipedia for different things. In the world of qualitative articles, there can be some arguments. More arguments are surrounding those because science is ever-evolving, and the new information can be unverified. So many people use different sources to verify their science news. There is a consensus that most people who need qualitative data like science will not use Wikipedia. They have better sources to cross-check these facts. The same can be said for politics. However, the arts and culture aspect of information can rely on Wikipedia because the statistics are easier to find and the articles are spammed across the internet. For instance, you can find an accurate answer for how many career awards Whitney Houston won on Wikipedia faster than you can find how to make a spacesuit. So the more trivial aspects of information are more accessible to adopt and use from Wikipedia than think pieces. Wikipedia itself says that we do not expect you to trust us. The website is aware that the quality of information presented may vary from time to time and from one article to another. They encourage all not to use them to take critical decisions since they may be prone to errors. The website wants you to use them as a source of familiarity for prominent topics, but not to be used as a primary source. They are also there to be used to get familiar with the jargon and search terms for further research. So going back to my earlier spacesuit submission, you can use Wikipedia to find out how to build a spacesuit, but when you are ready to build one, like Elon Musk's recent tuxedo-inspired suit, please read real-life books. Wikipedia is a tertiary reference point for sensitive subjects. This is not the first time that Sanger has come out as a critic of the website. Should we be worried that there is something we don't know? Or is it just another Trump supporter angry that Biden is getting good PR? You tell us in the comments based on Wikipedia's principles.